Hi, everyone. Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
It's Mark
and Aaron
from Art 4. How you doing?
Yay, and I'm back.
Yeah, he's back. Yeah, Aaron was gone last week. Oh my gosh. Yeah, happy Wednesday. Happy Intermission Interview. We hope that you're doing well. Y'all, we miss you so much. You have no idea. I just want to give you all a big old hug, but you can't.
Yes. Sorry, I'm a little frazzled. It's like I forgot how to do this because I haven't done it for 2 weeks. Don't forget that we have the comment section going. So we always want to hear from you. Questions, commentary, just say, hey, I'm here. All of that is awesome. Yeah. So we will put those up on screen as they come through. So we welcome them at any time and any moment. You can do it.
Right.
Let us know you're here.
Please, we want to hear from you. Interact with us. Wednesday is a busy day of the week for us. We had something very special happening this morning. Aaron, tell them everything about that.
What happened Wake Up Wednesday. I was like, oh no, what was I supposed to talk about? Yes, no, our Wake Up Wednesday previewed on Facebook. So don't forget, yes, we started that series. We had Emily Holland. She's a junior musical theater major and dance minor at the University of Wisconsin, Stevens Point.
Yes, queen.
And you can check out all of our Wake Up Wednesdays on our new media library, which is on Art4's website. If you go to art4sb.org,
yes,
the navigation bar, which is the top bar at the top of any website, actually, you can look for the media library and click on that, and you can find all of our Wake Up Wednesdays, or you can just check our Facebook page because we posted it today, so it's right near the top.
That's right. Also on our Facebook page and also on our website is our latest post from our blog, Bending the Gap. I know. Our intern, Natalie, she's really turning it out, folks.
Yeah, and we need to have her on for an interview.
We do need to have her on
Okay, Natalie, we're going to put that in your planning.
Okay.
You're going to be on here someday.
We're going to talk about it Friday on our meeting. But what Natalie did in addition to the blog, y'all, is that she curated a playlist especially for you called Art4's Hot Picks Big Fun Summer 2020. Ain't that a mouthful? And
say it again. Say it again.
Art4's Hot Picks Big Fun Summer 2020. That's a word. And
yay, Natalie!
I have to tell you, so she sent it to me like 2 days ago, was that, Natalie? And I listened to it. No, I got it yesterday. I listened to it twice yesterday and turned it on first thing in the morning today because it's fire. A good mix of stuff that you will definitely know and a mix of things that you do not know, and it's going to keep you intrigued the entire time. Now, how do you get this cool playlist? Well, go to our website and join our email club. Just go to art4sb.org, scroll to the bottom of the page and fill out your name and email address. And next Sunday, we will include the link to the playlist to our entire email network. Okay.
Yes. So, and by next Sunday, you mean the Sunday that's coming up?
Yes, the Sunday that's coming up. So the next
Sunday that happens in our world, yes, that's the one.
We have the same conversation around like midnight. Is midnight like the end of today or the beginning of tomorrow? That's the Albin household. So join.
Yeah, you don't want to miss out on this playlist.
That's right.
Big Fun Summer 2020.
Speaking about not missing out, you don't want to miss out on Show Tune Sunday. Okay.
Yes. So don't forget, we are still taking nominations. Okay. We are getting close to the end of our list. So we need new artists in South Bend and the area, all of Michiana.
Yeah.
All of Michiana.
Yeah. Come on.
Nominate people. We need more nominations. So please nominate so that we can continue our Show Tune Sunday programming.
Yeah. Do you know people who sing? Do you know people who want money for singing?
Yes.
You probably do. Okay. So nominate them. That's what we're doing.
You can also nominate yourself.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. It's a really easy nomination form. You don't even have to give blood, okay? We just need your contact info so that we can
Call
get in
you.
touch. Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's it. Okay. Well, speaking of Show Tune Sunday and people who were nominated, this week we worked with the wonderful Cat Quirk Bobbs. Now, she moved here from, well, we'll tell you later, a few years ago, and quickly became an irreplaceable member of the South Bend theater community and is the current production manager at the South Bend Civic Theatre. We are so privileged to be working with her this week, and here she is in the studio with us. Hello!
Hello!
How you doing?
Oh,
Yeah.
living the dream, as some people say. Yeah, we're doing it. We're just working, momming, the whole thing.
Right? Yeah, it's time for a glass of wine.
Yes.
Mama needs a juice.
Yes, so we'll just, there we go,
Yes.
We'll start out. Tell us a little bit about yourself. You can go back as far as you'd like to.
Well, oh gosh, how far back is back? So I came from Texas now 6 years ago, looking for a change of pace, a new theater scene. The one I was at before was kind of running into some issues, and I can happily say that they've since bounced back out of them. Hey, VLA people, if you're watching, I love you guys. And moved here to just kind of start something new, get out of where I came from Killeen, and just try to do something else. And so I came here. I started at the Civic pretty much right away, and that's since become my theater home. And I've done other theater in the area, out at the Beckwith in Duwajak. I've done stuff at Acting Ensemble, not in a very long while. Blah, blah. Sorry, mom brain. But just I've definitely made Civic my home. And Mark, like you said, I'm now the production manager there, where I've been in that position for over a year now. And it's like kind of like being a stage manager on steroids. There's a lot to consider. It's not just one show. It's a whole season's worth of shows in 5-month groups. And it's been really a fulfilling experience. And a lot of has happened, of course, since I moved here. I've met awesome people like you guys. I've met my husband here, Alex Bobbs. And it's, yeah, I got my degree in music. Oddly enough, I was originally going to go into opera, but I realized that theater was my love and my passion. And so that's when I knew I wanted to make a career out of it. And many bumps later, here we are. So.
There we go. Let's drill down a little bit more about Texas, because I also spent some time in Texas. I was not born in Texas.
Oh, did he ever? You were there for
Which
7
part?
Yeah. So where in? I was in Denton, Texas, near Dallas.
Okay. I was in Killeen near Fort Hood. A lot of some juju comes out of Fort Hood, like. But it was an interesting experience living there. And I lived there for about 20 years. I moved there when I was really little, and lived in Killeen most of that time. And good old army town, not much to write home about. But again, like our theater there was really, really good, and it still is. And that really became a part of my life for a long time. My dad used to work there. And so I really got in the thick of theater, and not just the acting side, but the tech side. And that's, how I've developed a love for both of those things.
Right.
What first got you involved in musical theater? What like gave you the bug?
I got the theater bug overall when I was 5 years old. I saw a friend of mine in a play, and I turned to my mother and I said, "Mom, I want to do this someday." To which she probably said, "Oh dear God." But here we are. They've always supported me in that. And then a few years later, I got the chance to audition for my first musical, The Sound of Music. I was 8 years old. I was tiny. I was Gretel. It was awesome. And it stuck with me. And I said, man, I want to keep doing this. This is, that just, with musical theater and theater in general, like, I think after that, I didn't touch a musical again for a couple of years. But even when I was younger, I would be like in the ensembles for stuff like Carousel, Children of Eden, like just little kids stuff. And then eventually I worked my way up to like Footloose and Into the Woods, you know, bigger roles.
Right.
But yeah, from 8, long story short, 8 years old, that's where it all started.
What were some of your favorite productions that you did over there?
At Viva La Arts, Legally Blonde was one. It was a great cast. One of those I walked into it going, I know a little bit about this musical, and walked out of it going, oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh.
Well played. You set yourself up for that one joke. You're like, I got this. Boom, boom.
It just kind of came to me. Other ones were Footloose and Into the Woods. Definitely some really good productions, solid casts, little drama, you know, the kind of show we all want. And
yes.
And a lot of stuff backstage as well. When I was in my college years, still living there, I did some lighting design for a summer as part of my internship through college with the incomparable Stuart Roller. Hi. Shout outs everywhere. Yeah. And it was a really fun experience. Where I did the Drowsy Chaperone, which was amazingly fun to light. And I do love that show. And another one I'd love to do someday. But yeah, just a lot of things. Sorry, I hear myself in my living room. It's like surround sound.
Watching. Well, you are a phenomenal singer, as we have all experienced before Show Tune Sunday, seeing you on stage, but also in your Show Tune Sunday videos. Talk a little bit about your vocal training and kind of how you got into singing, or were you just born with this talent?
According to my parents, I was born with the talent. We joke that music was my first language and then followed by English. So,
yes.
Music has always been a part of me, and I knew when I was really young, I knew when I was really young that I wanted to go into singing. I was captivated by opera at a young age. So when I went to college, that's what I trained for. I did a lot of choir, a lot of singing in high school, going to like the state choir level, and getting like the basic vocal training, because you don't really want to train the voice too early. About 16 to 18 is a good time to really start like that operatic hardcore training. So when I went off to college, I went to Wesleyan College and went into vocal performance. And trained specifically for opera, but also a little bit of musical theater, because my teacher knew that I really loved that side of it too. And so I did more of the classical things like The King and I and, Stephen Sondheim, you know, lighthearted things. And so kind of a mix of that, but I had the training there. And since then I keep singing every day. The opera dream faded shortly after college. Sorry, Miss Whitney. But I since just continued theater on the community level. And that's where it is currently.
Now, something that we talk about every once in a while is how impressive the music education system in Texas is. Do you feel that was like, do you feel like you would have gotten the foundational training that you needed elsewhere, or do you accredit that to the environment that you were saturated in?
I definitely accredit it to Texas, because we are known for having such a good music system. Like, our state choir is one of the best in the country. And to be a part of that was just a really incredible thing. And I don't think I could have gotten as good a music education in other places. I know Indiana is also competitive in that way. So I can't say for certain, but I know the Texas music system definitely had an impact.
Yeah.
And education.
You know how to do it down there. The arts are thriving, and that is amazing in Texas.
Yeah, and when Dr. Albin says it, you know it's got to be true. You touched on this a little bit, but what moved you out this way to begin with? What was the catalyst that launched your family in this direction?
It was just time to go, as I knew I wanted to leave Texas because I thought, like, I love y'all, but like I said, the theater at the time was kind of falling apart and things were just happening that I didn't like, and I just felt like it wasn't the same theater that I had grown to know and love. And so I made up my mind. I said, okay, I'm going to save up some money and get out of here. At the time, my mother had already moved up to Cassopolis, just north of here. And I said, Mom, it's time. I'm a coming, and I moved out here.
Get ready.
So, yep, get ready. So that's it's basically the theater pace. I needed a better theater, and that's really what drove me out here.
It's awesome.
Or up here.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you are now married and a mom. So let's introduce your family, or tell us a little bit about how all of that happened.
So I'm married to Alex Bobbs. A lot of you may know him throughout the Civic family and shows that he's done. He started the Civic actually before I moved here in To Kill a Mockingbird. So that was like right before I started, because I started in the run crew for the producers a few months later. And after a couple of years of almost being in show, crossing paths for like 2 years, like I think we crossed each other's paths at least 6 times over 2 years. It was ridiculous. Finally, Mary Poppins brought us together in the summer of 2016, and we became friends. And by the next year, we were married. So, sometimes you just find the one and you grab them and you go.
Right. Yes, word to the wise out there, ladies. Okay, once you got one, you got to nail that down, okay? Erin,
always say,
when I moved to Indiana, I was like, that sounds like a ring, okay? That's what.
Yep.
Okay.
Had no idea it would lead to a husband, but hey, I'm like.
Yeah, amen.
And baby, tell us about baby.
Baby Zelda Faye. Zelda Faye Bobbs is her full name. Was born February 23rd, right before all the crazy started. She was 9 days late, so we had to go in after her. So she's stubborn. Sorry. We know where she got that. But she is healthy and happy. She turns 5 months old next week.
Wow.
Where did the time go? And she's just very curious about the world. She loves a schedule. She loves to be in the room, and she sleeps through the night. Praise God.
Yeah, outstanding.
So, but other than that, she's just for love.
Any so first child, yes, and also raising a child in COVID. What's your emotions around that? Sorry,
sorry, it got garbled for a second. Bad internet.
I love it, technology. What's your feelings about being a new mom in the time of COVID?
It's mixed. Ironically, coincidentally enough, when I was supposed to be going back to work at the Civic was the week that the lockdown happened. And so I'm like, well, then I guess, yay, maternity leave. All right. So it basically lined up really well. So it's nice to be able to be home, to be with her, especially during those early months. It's like so important to bond with your kid. And it's been, sad that I couldn't go to work, but it's been so good to be home with her. And with Alex's classes going online, he also got more time with her. So she's really been able to bond very well to both of us, and that's been a blessing.
That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
As you've mentioned before, you are the production manager at the South Bend Civic Theatre. You talked about it as being the glorified stage manager, but just watching more than one production at a time. Tell everybody a little bit more about what that's like for people who don't know what a production manager does, and then what's kind of your day-to-day or what was your day-to-day like before COVID, rather?
So basically, production managers are in charge of keeping the production teams talking to each other. They hold production meetings once a month, sometimes maybe twice a month as we're leading up to a show, basically saying, okay, guys, here's where we're at. We're going to talk about this and this and this. Everybody gets to chime in, give updates, see where we're at. Sometimes I'll pop in before a rehearsal or check out a little bit of a rehearsal and say, hey, I just want to check in, see what's going on. But basically the main thing is to be that the person that people can turn to and say, hey, I need, or hey, this is going wrong, I need help. Or just to say things are going great. So mostly I'm in contact with really the stage managers the most and the directors, but I also am in charge of talking with other people. That's the gist of it. My day-to-day usually consists of answering emails, answering more emails. I live on there and scheduling everything on the calendar. I'm in charge of the master calendar for the Civic. So when people say, hey, I need to reserve a space, I put in the space. And when they try to reserve a space and there isn't room, I'm like, there is no room, which happens a lot because we have so much going on in a given season. It gets a little crazy. My calendar is very colorful. It is like Joseph's coat. It is full of many colors. Not to you.
Blue.
It's all
but all the colors. But that's really the gist of it. We start production meetings about 5 months out from the opening of a show. So I can have anywhere from 5 to 7 shows going on in the thick of the Christmas season. Last year, I think I had at least 10 things on my docket. It was a little crazy, but it's a lot of fun. It's a challenge to keep all of those people talking and in line and staying on top of everything. It takes a real, it takes a lot of mental capacity to process all of those things. And yeah, it's that's basically it. I mean, it's just, I keep track of everything in everyone's lives.
Not basically, that's a ton of stuff.
It is.
How has COVID affected Civic and your kind of operations?
Well, basically, like I said, the week that I was supposed to come back. Hi, Dave. I'll get that in a second. Well, I'll answer it as I go.
Prioritization. Wow, I can't get time. Priorities.
So basically, we were supposed to open Emma the week that everything closed, and we said, okay, nope, everything's shutting down. We've been working very hard behind the scenes to try to keep things going as safely as possible. And we just go day by day. We go day by day. We've set a very strict standard of procedures to ensure safety and that everything is, we are open with each other. The lines of communication are always open between me and Aaron, and, you know, not to get too deep in the weeds, but
for sure,
safety is the priority. And Dave, to answer your question about how job has changed for me, it's gotten a little lighter, and things will definitely change as time goes on. But we go day by day. We watch the numbers like hawks, and we try to make the best informed decisions while still hearing from everybody else how they feel, and that everybody's thoughts are valid, and we want to do the best that we can and keep it as we can. But we know we know the inevitable may happen, and that's okay too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Safety is if we have to do it, we have to do it. And that is safety first. And that's the most important thing.
Yeah. You kind of already talked about this, but how about just on a personal side? How has COVID changed your world and life?
It's been tricky. It's been hard. I know Alex and I, we've kind of had those conversations of like, what if this goes into the future? How will this affect Zelda? How will this, just like trying to think and not stress out too much, but there's a lot of stress. But we are strong. We are okay. Like, if anything, this has really strengthened the marriage and our family, and our just kind of cementing like this is how things will be from now on. But it's been hard. I won't lie and try to say that it hasn't been. But we just keep going day by day and pray it gets better, and just try to make the most with what we've got.
Yep. I think we all are doing that.
Yeah.
Word. Let's talk a little bit about Show Tune Sunday.
Okay.
Tell everybody a little bit about your process, how you picked your songs, and what that experience was like for you.
I wanted to pick songs that meant something to me. I know with Getting to Know You, that's a little fun one that I haven't done in studio, but I had already known it just in my own little repertoire. But I love the classical musicals like that they still allow people to sound not super belty and nasally like some shows get to be, but just like the classic that actually fits the color of my voice, which is more operetta, operatic. Like, I would almost put in like a Gilbert and Sullivan niche. Winner Takes It All is a bit more personal to me, because I mean the show already is wonderful. I love Mamma Mia. But the song itself relates to a real life event where I had a very close friend that did me wrong, and the words speak a lot to me, just of how our friendship ended and how unfair it was, and the winner takes it all in the end. Of course, now I consider myself the winner, but at the time that song entered history, I felt like I was the one that got screwed, and he was the one that was going to get off scot-free, and it wasn't fair. But now, if you're watching, I win.
Yeah, Kyle. That's what it is. I just made up a name. Yeah, it was fun. I'm glad that we got to go to the Rose Garden over by Lieber Park. I think that was great. We haven't been over there in that specific spot yet. And it was such a beautiful day. I think everybody was wanting to get in on the action there. We like beat people out. I may have punched somebody just to get priority space. But
you were glaring at those little kids with the frisbee. I saw you.
For people in town who haven't been over to the Rose Gardens by Lieber Park right now, go check them out. Stay safe, of course. Wear a mask. But it's very pretty over there. They recently did some renovations, and it looks fantastic. You can also see how fantastic it looks like by checking out Kat's videos on Art4's Facebook page and on our website. Visit art4sb.org/showtunesunday, and you can see both of her performances. You can also donate to her campaign. We're raising money this week. That's right, folks. Right now, we're gonna switch things up, and we're gonna play a little game.
Oh, it's
game time. Get your fingers ready for typing, folks. Okay, so Kat doesn't know what the game is, so I'm gonna fill you in. We have a game of like it, love it, hate it. It's a crowd favorite, I have to tell you. Mimi Bell, are you watching? She's so good at this game.
Yeah, so just so you know, you can play along, right? So how fast can you type?
Yes, absolutely. We want
abbreviations are fine.
So
just get your stuff up there.
Kat, we are going to give you 3 show titles. We're going to show you the playbill or a picture of their poster, and you have to tell us which show you like, which show you love, and which show you're fine not seeing never.
Okay.
Now, all of
I apologize in advance for anyone I offend with my answers. Just
well, a heads up to the wise. All of these songs are from Art4's upcoming playlist. I'm looking for the title. The next slide. Yes. Art4's Hot Picks. Big Fun Summer 2020. Yes. Okay. And remember, you can get this playlist by joining our email club. Just go to art4sb.org, scroll to the bottom of the page, give us your name and email address. Now, I got to tell you, Kat, some of these are a little bit more obscure than others. So look out.
Okay.
All right, here is your first one. Kinky Boots, Hadestown, Be More Chill, Like It, Love It, or Hate It.
Okay, now Hadestown and Be More Chill I have not seen. Kinky Boots I have. So this will be a little unfair. I'm going to say, oh gosh, I like Kinky Boots.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know what the other two, so I'm just going to blindly guess based on what little I've heard. Hadestown, love it. Be More Chill, no. But I will give it a real listen, and maybe that will change.
No, I think you got that accurately.
Yeah, that was good. Good.
Be More Chill is not good.
Oh.
It's for anybody who's listening who likes it, I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
Hadestown is fantastic. It has a
what I've heard.
New Orleans vibe to the music. It is fantastic.
Okay, we ready?
Yeah, we are ready for the next one. All right. The Mad Ones, The Spitfire Grill, and If Then.
You are kidding when you said these were obscure.
Yes!
I've only heard a little bit of If Then. I can't really give good answers on this one, but I will at least place If Then because I've heard a little bit of it. It's all right. It's okay.
Idina Menzel
is good, but the music was just a little weird.
The same people who wrote the Pulitzer Prize winning musical Next to Normal. No,
it's okay. I've only heard some of it, and I don't know. Maybe it was the lyrics or something. I'm not sure. But the other two, I really can't give an accurate thing. Although I see the Spitfire Girl, which I know you guys are doing.
Yes,
so.
you love it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it will be a love. I'm sure it is great. Otherwise, you would not have picked it. So.
It's a wonderful tale. It's a wonderful tale. All right. We've got The Band's Visit, Dear Evan Hansen, or Shrek, the music.
All right. I've heard The Band's Visit is amazing. I've heard a little bit of the music from it. Same with Dear Evan Hansen. Shrek, I'm actually familiar with. I will say Shrek, I like. Band's Visit, I love. Sorry, Dear Evan Hansen.
Oh!
I'm okay with that. I mean, the music is great. The end of the show, I'm like, why? Why not? Band's Visit has some very wonderful stuff. It's niche. All right. We have I Love You Because, Daddy Longlegs, and Violet. Like It, Love It, or Hate It.
Okay, I'm going to say I love Violet. It's an obscure one, but Alex and I really like that one a lot. So I'm going to say love Violet. I haven't heard of the other two. I need to brush up my musical theater. I've literally never heard of half of these. I feel so.
Well, it's also modern contemporary musical theater.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I guess I'm still stuck in The King and I. I'm still stuck out there somewhere. Can't give an accurate thing. I'm bad at this game, guys. Sorry if I'm disappointing anybody out there.
You are amazing. I love it.
I have a new list of musicals to listen to.
That's why you got to sign up for the playlist.
Yeah, you got to sign up for the playlist.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with Violet. I know it's Sutton Foster, but the song that Natalie put on the list, it's fire. She did good. That's something I'm going to have to sink my teeth into.
Yes.
Do you want to read this one?
Okay. So we have Heathers, the musical, 35 millimeter, or Newsies.
I'm going to say right off the bat, I am not a Newsies fan. Heathers, on the other hand, is wonderful. 35 millimeter, that's another one I need to add to my list. So I'll throw it in the like it pile. I'm sure it's good.
Yeah, Newsies. I don't know. Erin saw the Newsies on the Broadway.
Yeah, I mean, I like the dancing.
The dancing. Heather's, I don't know about, and I gotta do more studying. But 35 millimeters is Art 4's next production, and we had an exciting conversation today with the composer of that show about how we can bring this to South Bend. So yeah, stay tuned, folks.
Yeah. Nothing official yet. Those that are watching.
Yeah. Okay.
Disclaimer. All right.
Catch Me If You Can. Violet and Hairspray.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, this is tough now because it's like there are two good ones on here. I'm gonna say. Oh, that's hard. Catch Me If You Can is a solid like. Violet is that's tough. Skip that for a second. Hairspray, I do love Hairspray, and I love like just kind of the message behind it. And I think I'm gonna say, oh dang. Violet, Hairspray, Catch Me If You Can, Like It, Love It, Hate It. But I like Catch Me If You Can. So this lowest of the three. Sorry.
Having a least favorite child. I mean, you love them all. One of them is your least favorite. No. Right? Right, Mom?
I have one. She is my only.
All right. Shrek the Musical, If Then, and Kinky Boots.
All right. I'm going to say like it for... Ooh, that's tough because I have it between two. Like it for Shrek the Musical, love it, Kinky Boots, If Then.
Trashing it.
To be fair, there are two other really good musicals on here too, so that's hard.
That is true.
All right, this might be, I think we're getting close to the end.
Spam-A-Lot, Newsies, or Hairspray. So where do they rank? I'm assuming Newsies is going to go to the bottom.
Yeah.
Newsies is on the bottom. Spam-A-Lot is the love. Shout out to my Spam-A-Lot people out there. We did that at the Civic in 2015. It was an awesome production. And Hairspray is the like it. So yeah, Spam-A-Lot, love it.
Spam-A-Lot. We need to, somebody needs to do Spam-A-Lot. That hasn't been done.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun, as everyone who was in that production can attest. Hi, Dave. And all the other people so many.
Oh, you did another combo pack.
Oh, I did another obscure pack.
Right.
Mac ones, 35 millimeters, and the Spitfire grill.
Careful what you say.
Again, I have not heard any of these, so I will just say, in the order of like it, love it, hate it, I'll say Spitfire, 35 millimeter, and the Mad Ones. No hate on any of them.
Good
choices.
Choices. All right. And Kat, thank you so much for playing with us today. Again, everybody, all of those shows that were featured in that game are a part of Art 4's Hot Picks Big Fun Summer 2020 playlist. Check it out. Kat, thank you so much for joining us and gracing us with your time and your talents this week. It was wonderful working with you again. Do you have any closing remarks that you want to share with the folks at home?
Well, thank you guys for having me. And it's always a pleasure to work with y'all. And just all the theater people out there, stay strong. We will get through this somehow. And just stay together. Band together. We are family. We love each other. And we need each other more than ever. So I love you guys. And we'll come out on the other side. So.
Yeah. Kat, thank you so much.
All right. Bye. Thank you guys.
Bye. That was Quirk Bobbs, our Artist of the Week for Show Tune Sunday. We're raising money all week for her and Art Force 2020 programming. You can donate a few ways. You can Venmo us with the handle @Art4SB. You can also text Art4SB to 56651. Or you could go to our website posted below, art4sb.org/showtunesunday to donate now, okay? All proceeds that are raised will be split 50-50 between Art4's 2020 programming, and the other 50% goes directly to Kat and her family. So please donate, donate, donate.
Don't forget, you can also nominate artists.
Yes.
We are still looking for nominations. That form is, if you go to the website, it's at the bottom of that form. Just scroll and you'll see Show Tune Sunday nomination form. All we need is name and email.
Yes, yes, please. There's only a few nominations left, so pick some people that you know.
Yes, yes. We want to keep this program going as long as there are artists out there who need support and want to sing.
Absolutely.
Which should be everyone.
And it should be everyone. While you're on the website, feel free to check out our media library, which includes our Wake Up Wednesdays. Our latest Wake Up Wednesday came out earlier today by Emily Holland. Amazing content. Please check it out. She did a little dance combo for you. Who doesn't want to move around?
And don't forget, our blog post, Bending the Gap, was published today. It was talking about our Hot Picks Big Fun Summer 2020 playlist, which will be previewed this Sunday, but you'll want to sign up so you make sure that you know how to listen to our playlist.
Yes. Go to art4sb.org, scroll to the bottom of the page, and just fill out the very short email. What do we call it?
It's the email club.
Email club.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't want to be in a club?
Yeah, join the club. Join the club. Just fill out your name and email, and we're going to send you that amazing content this coming Sunday. From all of us here at Art4, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Thanks so much for staying engaged with us, for sharing, liking, and following us on social media. We'll see you on Monday.
Bye!
Bye.